What's going on, chat? How we doing? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 476 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, who is on the way. Hope you guys are doing well. Squad ride last night was fucking cake. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm going to start getting mad at you guys. Yep. There, I said it. I'm going to start fucking chirping you guys and taking the blame and putting it right on your guys' shoulders. Okay? Rangers ML, cake. 2 words, chat, cake. Not even the good kind. Moose shit cake. Unbelievable. Yeah, chat, get those wheels going in chat. Who wants a goddamn wheel spin? I know you do. You're about to get one. Moose shit day. Jovan went 2-2-1. That plays, that pays. I went 2-3. Ugh. Gross. Jade McDaniels fading him. That was a good call, right? He had 30 points. Unbelievable. Best game he's ever had in his life. Holy smokes. I will say it was always Dallas. I cannot believe that was not on my sharp report. The more the day went on, the more I loved it. Luka talked about it right after the post-game presser and said, hey, guys, we heard the chirps. We heard people saying we can't play good in game one. We came out and we proved everybody wrong. That is exactly what we talked about on BTL yesterday. Okay, people get so locked into the numbers, the WCLV, all this, all that. Nobody caps the emotion. Nobody caps the people aspect of the games. You think Dallas was playing like moose shit for a third straight game one? Not this team. They're built different. Mavs are winning the championship. They're winning that shit. Okay? I'd lock in your futures now. It could just be a Dallas two-piece. Texas two-step type. W Yankees. I'm also on the Yankees today. W segue here. If you need 2 early plays, they are getting started up right now. I'm going to pull up one of them on my little iPad up here. If you need early plays, I got 2 for you. All right. You can go ahead and join me on this journey. They just started, I believe. At least the Yankees game did. So lock in. All right. 2 early plays for you. We're going San Francisco team total. First 5. Under 1.5. Cheeky little play. I think it's only on the green book if you're trying to find it. I don't know if you could bet it live. All right. Check the tweets. Put the notice on. But I'm fading the Giants offense early. I don't want to deal with the Pirates bullpen. They're moose shit. And I'm going to take Skeens and back him to be unbelievable. Looks like we got 1 out early in Seattle. Good. W's. I'm going to pull up that game real quick. Guys, lock in the Yankees on the ML. We got a Gil K to start this puppy off. Love that. Dubs. Jovan, we'll get you up here real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. See ya. What's up, East?
What's good?
There he is. W's. Thoughts on these 2 plays that are starting up right now, Jovan?
Definitely like the Yankees. Not that I have any problems with Skeens against the Pirates or Skeens against the Giants. Fading the Giants next couple weeks seems like a pretty good idea.
Okay. All right. So yeah, their offense was hot the last week or so. I think Skeen shuts them down today. His strikeouts is very high for a reason. I don't even hate it, to be honest with you. And we got 2 quick outs in the Yankees game. Guys, I hate betting on the Yankees. I hate this team's guts. I hate everything they stand for. I don't know if you guys saw this, but their GM came out yesterday out of nowhere and just started bitching about them being broke. Hilarious. The Yankees, out of all people, who have used their money to buy the best players, the best veterans to come in and be lazy. Looks like we've got a fly out and 3 straight outs early. Good, quick. Love that. But hilarious hearing the Yankees bitch about that in the most Yankees fashion of all time, saying, oh, I don't know about the payroll. It's like, well, you're about to pay Soto. Where's that money coming from? You're telling me you're letting him walk out the door? That guy's a Yankee through and through. Hate to say it, coming from me as well. You're not going to pay him. He's going to be expensive. Try $700 million. That's probably what it's going to cost.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious if somehow, some way, the Yankees play the penny pinching card and don't sign Soto.
Out of all the times for them to do that, they've never done this. Ever. The Yankees, they're like the Commanders when Dan Schneider was, the owner. They would just go out and get, Deion Sanders at the end of his career when he didn't give a shit. Come in, veteran, off his best couple of years, and he sucks in DC, right? It's just the lazy, complacent, rich way of these teams, and that's why you haven't seen the Yankees do anything in the last 14, 15 years, because they just buy the best players, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show instead of being smart, working their butts off like the Rays, like the Pirates, like these small market teams that have to grind tooth and nail. It's the only fucking chance they have. Hilarious hearing them talk about this shit.
Yeah.
They're broke. They're already making the excuses. They're in the middle of a great stretch. They're having one of their best seasons they've had in years. Great start. They don't even have their ace out there yet. And this is the vibes their owner's already creating. Hilarious. I love this. W how.
Yeah,
good work.
I bet.
Fucking ridiculous. We got Props and Chops coming in, resubbing. Keep up the great work as always. Another huge shout out to the Bookit community. Love what you guys have built. Props and Chops, I love what you built over there as well. Keep killing it. I appreciate the subby. We got Pusa coming in, crazy name, dropping a resub as well. Mizzou college football future. I don't know about that.
That's got to be, that's a Nick or Josh burner for sure.
I absolutely love what Props and Chops is building over there.
I do. I like what he's crafting. I like what he's building. I do. I like what I see. Anyways, King of the Boards, Jovan, you had the Rays. You had Cincy 2 days ago, or was that last night as well?
No, that wasn't last night. That was yesterday.
Right.
Thankfully,
okay, so
thankfully it wasn't last night because they got the shit pumped last night.
Yep. And I should have taken the Tampax out and just taken Dallas on the ML. Can't believe I didn't. After all the shit I talked, the narratives, right? I don't know if you heard me in the beginning, but Lucas post-game presser, I mean, I was so bricked up. The first thing he said, he goes, we've heard all the shit talk about game ones in this playoffs. We cannot come out like that again. People don't cap the human aspects. These are people.
Speaking of the human aspect, I didn't even realize this was said. Anthony Edwards, I want Kyrie. Possibly one of the worst quotes of all time. One of the worst.
You're chirping the most clutch, winningest guy in the playoffs who plays his best ball at this time of year, who's on a legacy run. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
25 Get back in the Chipotle line and start making some fucking bowls.
It was his assignment. Kyrie was his assignment, and then he was getting cooked so bad he had to switch to Jaden McDaniels. I bet. That worked pretty well.
Unbelievable, bro. We got Primer coming in, giving 5 subbies. Prime bets.
Wow, W Prime.
Is that our guy Primer? Is that his username on Twitch?
Yeah.
Prime bets? Sure. Let's go Primer. You know he's bricked up about the Mavs. He was juiced when I tweeted it out last night. Cashed. Tweeted out this morning. Good morning to all my Dallas bettors and Dallas bettors only. Primer was bricked. He's feeling good. W Primer, I appreciate that beast. 5 U's. Sub whales, those don't grow on trees.
Said we those don't grow on trees. 4 man. W Prime.
No way.
Prime, yeah. He came and spoon-fed a 4-leg prize picks, and it smacked.
Wow.
Let's fucking go, Primer.
It actually hit.
Hot. It might be too late. It might be too late, Trent. Holy smokes. All right. W recaps here. Let's go ahead and move and groove. We got the early plays right now, guys. Let's see if the Yankees can pull off anything cool. I don't know why I can't find this game. Here it is. We got a base runner early. First guy on.
Sure.
Let's go, Yanks. And immediate double play as soon as I put it on. Sure.
And GG.
Immediate. Within 0.1 seconds.
The Yankees just love Toyoki Krabs.
Shit. I know we got some nerfy bettors in here. Let me hear you scream. You only need 1 more out. Should be free. No way that Yerfy hits with this last at bat with 2 outs, right? Should be free.
Yeah, probably.
And how about Soto hitting a nuke last night after you took him Tuesday? And
we 2 of them. 2 of them.
Oh, we had 2 last night. Sure. I didn't see the second one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be the best player to ever play the game.
Yep.
He could go down as the greatest in history. Chat saying Judge Nuke. There's no way.
It's got to be fake.
This guy's either getting banned or he's my best friend.
No, there's just a ball. 2 balls.
Fake as ma.
He's either at the game, in the dugout, on the team in uni, or he is literally about to get banned so fucking fast, he will never be welcome again. Yeah, he ain't hitting a nuke.
Fake
Mods, get him out of here now.
What are we doing?
Now. That's a week ban. That's a week. 7 days. Make him wait. Make him
Do you have the nerfy?
No, I just have the Yankees on the ML for a good amount of coins, to be honest with you. Good chunk of change. And we'll see. Walked. W. Charlie. I appreciate that. All right. Let's lock in. Jovan, we got a second for me to bitch about something. Please tell me we do. I got a couple.
We do have a second.
Andrew McCutcheon just ruined that nerfy.
Okay. Pirates bang.
W Pirates.
All right. You know what? We can deal with the Pirates bang as long as there's no Giants bangs. Goots, run that shit. Chad, I bitched about this bullpen card on here for legitimately 2 years. Not even kidding. I've bitched about it. I've talked to you guys about it, said nobody's ever used it. What happens immediately after we talked about it yesterday? Oh, a guy on the Twins uses it. You can't make this shit up. I've gone to so many Nats games. I unfortunately watch pretty much every single one, probably 150 out of 162, I'd say. If it's on, I'm watching it. I never see a single soul using this fucking thing. And then this guy gets out, he tips somebody.
I was about to just say, you just hand him a tip?
Yeah, he did. And sorry, the Yankees almost just hit a nuke there. Warning track power. Anyways, let's lock back in. Yeah, he slips the guy a 5. This guy, first off, has the best job on earth. All he does is drive around this fucking golf cart around the perimeter of Nats Park, fucking up the dirt on the warning track, fucking up the lines, doesn't have to fix it. Other people go around and fix it for him. This guy, he gets the best seat in the house. He gets to drive around a baseball field live, and this dude's getting tipped? I don't know if he deserves that. He's already got the easiest, best gig of all time. Number 2, this dude had this whole bit planned out hours ahead of time, maybe days. I guess he used to use that shit for the Marlins. Maybe the only guy ever to use this thing besides Sean Doolittle, who created it. The most 2024 thing I've ever seen in my life. But I do like the bit he made out of it, slipping a guy a 5. It just pisses me off so much seeing people use this fucking thing. You can't jog for 15 seconds. You don't want to get the legs loose. Coming out of the bullpen, sprinting to fucking the mound, being intimidating. Who are you intimidating and ducking out of a fucking golf cart with a baseball helmet on top of it? Who are you fooling?
It's hot out there, Krabs.
Nobody.
You gotta conserve some energy.
I mean, I guess it's hot up here. It's like 85 degrees. It's not even the summer yet.
It's not cool.
I was carrying it the whole series, just waiting to get it. This guy was living for this shit. He's been planning this for months. What the hell?
That's so funny.
Honorable mention. This might be the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. To those who had to see it, or who haven't seen it yet, you have to now because I did. How about people eating bugs at a minor league game like it's nothing? Like they're peanuts. You see this? There's a minor league game last night. People were eating cicadas. And I'm not talking about Seattle Mariners. They serve them from the concessions with some seasoning and it's a bit. I'm talking people grabbing cicadas from under chairs, looking at them, and legitimately eating these fuckers. Watch.
Bro.
This is absurd. Oh, they'll pan back to it. Don't worry. This is one of the grossest things I've ever seen. Guys, if I had to see it, you have to see it too. That's how it works, remember?
Eating them raw.
I mean, look at the people joining the party. Sure. Pass me a cicada. Fuck it. I'll join in. Anybody got any hot sauce? Anybody got a Tabasco bottle? I mean, this guy is just, he's been waiting for this moment for years. He finally gets his TV time, and it's when you're eating a fucking cicada. What are we doing, bro?
It's the Biscuits, and I don't know what that bottom team is. I can't tell.
Yeah, well, the Biscuits are the road team, right? So it's the other one that I'm concerned about.
Yeah, well, it's in the, somebody tweeted about it. It's the
Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Yeah, the Trash Pandas, who are already in the spotlight all the time. So these could have been planted people in the crowd. They could have hired.
Speaking of the cicada thing, I feel like there's these fucking waves of cicadas that just spawn. It's supposed to be like this rare thing every 50 years.
Yeah,
I feel like
here every other year. It's bullshit.
Every year.
They're
I'm so confused. We always talk about it like some rare event. They're saying no, there are a bunch of these cicadas are going to spawn, and
I see those fuckers every fucking year.
Every year. Yeah,
it makes no sense. I'm calling.
I don't get it.
I'm calling cap. Unbelievable. All right, chat, lock in. If you need a live bet for these early games, it's Yankees M now. All right, you can still get involved. Join me. All right, let's get this guy. This guy's a monster. Put that guy on a list.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Put that guy on a list.
That's insane.
The fuck? This is what it's come down to. Yeah, slow day today, Danny.
Yeah, you don't got much.
Slow day, not a lot of games. All right, we're showing you people eating bugs at games. All right, good. So we got to put something else on here, I believe, before we hop in.
Yeah, I think so.
Before we hop in, Jovan, how did our guy Trell do yesterday on his picks? Because you probably have him for the whole fucking week.
Yeah, let me do a check. It's such a terrible wheel thing because it never gets posted until right before game time. Maybe because they're leaked, or maybe just because he wants to get them from everybody else. But we'll look on Twitter, they're the same plays as pretty much everybody else. He had the Mavs, he had the Panthers. Unfortunately, he had, I think he went 3-2.
Wow, that hurts if you had the Panthers.
All right, Trell.
We talk shit about him taking the squad ride every game, and he takes the opposite, and you hit. That stinks.
4-1 rumors.
We can't let him win.
We did also have the over in the Phillies game. I'm sure that didn't spawn from anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this spinning or is it waiting for
not yet.
Jesus?
We're
It's
waiting.
waiting to spin.
Oh.
Waiting to spin.
We're
I was
building
like-
up. Yeah, we're building up the suspense.
You got an
Okay.
idea, Trent?
Yeah, we got to add one more punishment on here. Chat's saying we got to add Krabs eating bugs. I don't know why they're not saying Jovan has to eat bugs, just me. But they want me to eat bugs. That's not
I
going
think-
on there, chat.
I
Flip
think you
down.
both have to spin.
What's Judge
Yeah,
talk?
what are we spinning for?
Judge
Talk
talk
is-
is
Me making a fucking TikTok slurping Judge saying he's the greatest player ever and
wearing his jersey.
he's going to win MVP and he's awesome. That could be the only thing that cools him off and gives me a chance for the season long go well, to be honest with you. That's
True.
actually a win. That's
That
what
could
that
be a
is.
win. You need something to offset the jersey purchase.
We've got Tail the Platter on there. We've got Buying to a Break. That one's always fun. Ask for a celeb AB at the softball games right up the street from me in a full uniform until they let me hit. That one
you
I'm
have
really not looking forward to. That one's
That
getting
gotta
one
do
sucks.
You have to go to
Nobody's
a
talking
WNBA
about that one.
game alone.
10 free throws in a row. WNBA game alone. No.
Alone with no phone.
You know what, though? That might not be the worst idea. Javon
It's
sent
not
me
the
something
worst.
yesterday.
No. We're not doing that.
He
It's
sent
not
me
a
something
punishment.
yesterday in DC. They've got all you
No.
can eat, all you can drink mimosas, brunch
No
before a
breakfast
WNBA
for you.
game. You get great tickets. You get all you can drink and $100
It's
for a
one of
Mystics game.
literally one of the best deals of all time.
Now, the Mystics might be the worst team in WNBA history. They're worse than Caitlin Clark's squad, but for some bottomless mimosas, some chicken and waffles before the game, sign me up. That's not a punishment. That's a win.
Call the gambling hotline on stream.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. See,
We
no.
could do a Trent has to
Anything
pick a
else?
future. Trent has to pick an NFL future for us to lock in.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Jesus Christ, man.
Or
Let's put it on there.
or a rack on New Mexico's win total under.
Oh my
What are
god,
they,
yeah.
1.5?
One and a
They're
half, yeah.
right?
On the under or over?
On the
under.
under.
Okay.
Iraq is crazy, but I'm down to lock that in or put that on the wheel.
Do you want to
I'm
do
more-
Trent picks the future? Or do we want to do have to take New Mexico under wins?
Maybe we can save New Mexico for a little later in the summer.
Okay.
And just
Yeah,
put
people aren't even
Trent
thinking
future
about
on here
Trent.
for
That was a
now.
good one to pull
Yeah,
out
that
of
was
your
a good
pocket,
one.
though. God, their schedule's. I mean, yeah, I'm looking at their schedule. No
That's
wonder why
one
their fucking
thing-
win totals at 1.5.
One thing I want to do more of this year is like because I have so much fun with the Go Whales.
Dude, I've been telling you to lock in some goddamn futures in every
Yeah.
sport when we've started. You refuse to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
you can take
Just-
one right
just-
now.
just
Dallas
make sure you
Stars
don't
and Dallas
get-
Mavs.
Just make sure you don't get kids hooked, Trent. Be careful.
It's meant.
Unbelievable.
That whole argument doesn't make sense to me. It's like you're showing yourself losing. If anything, that would discourage people from getting into it.
Yeah.
Well, Javon, you can't fix stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. It is what it is.
Let's run this deplorable wheel. Ready?
All right, let's put. Did you put it on there already, Gootsy?
It's on
Yeah,
there.
Tail
Are-
the ladder is hilarious.
Are we both doing
Who
it?
is? Yeah. Hold on a second here. Wait a second.
Got it.
Wait a sec, because I don't want to blame all the squad ride L's on Javon or chat. Okay, but I crunched the numbers. A lot of these squad rides, they haven't been coming from the left sector.
No, they don't ever pick Krabs' plays. They literally never pick Krabs' plays. It's always coming from my side.
So I want this out there on records. You guys treat me like I'm a fucking Helen Keller on the betting boards. Guys, I do this for a living.
Dude.
I'm one of the 10 people on earth who hasn't quit gambling or put out a fucking I'm retired tweet who gambles this much on earth. Okay?
I
Trust
love
the
the-
process. Lock in.
I love Tail the
You like
Platter,
those
bro.
tweets? Tail the Plat, yeah.
That was Mikey's idea, dude.
Yeah, he
That was
fuck
Mikey's
it, Tail the
idea.
Plat, that's a punishment.
Yeah.
All right. I think we both spin it this time.
How about we just do we can do a collective spin. We just
Collective
both do-
spin if it's
we
something
both do
for
whatever
me.
it is, unless it's like
Okay.
one of the weird ones that's only you.
Oh,
out
is that a
there.
Yankees nuke? Giancarlo? Get over that
Stan.
fucking fence. Sure he can.
Yep.
Sure he can. Let's go, boys. Giancarlo gets it started. That's massive.
Can I
Goots.
get an exit velo check?
That had to be. I mean, that ball was
nuking over.
fucking pissed on. I knew it was going as soon as he hit it. Had to be
112.
110.
Mm.
Okay.
112.
Little
Did you
off
see
there.
you see that O'Neal Cruz hit, Trent?
Yeah, that was not, dude. You see the fucking, oh my god, I forget it. The show on ESPN. Two old dudes during the day.
Literally.
Wilbon.
Hard interruption.
Wilbon was
PTI.
Oh,
yeah.
bitching about exit velo.
bitching about exit velos. I'm like, dude, this couldn't be the most. It couldn't
most
be
boomer
more
shit.
boomer of a take.
What was he saying? He doesn't care about it?
He's just like, he was talking about like, I think he brought up like Tony Gwynn. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't care about O'Neal Cruz because like he's hitting like 260, and who cares if he hits the ball hard? Because Tony Gwynn wasn't hitting it hard, and he was hitting fucking 700. Like, it's just the most boomer shit.
He's still in the 1980s mindset where baseball games are 2-1. Games
Yeah,
changed.
he also like Tony Gwynn was playing against like he didn't see Skeens pumping 103
Yeah.
sinkers in the zone. He was playing against fucking Jamie Moyer, 87 from the left side.
Jamie
Like,
Moyer.
Hey, Jamie, what a name, by the way.
What a
Jamie
name.
Moyer. He did his job.
oh yeah, he did.
Jamie Moyer.
Like just
That
no
dude was a
shit that
fucking fossil
Tony
when you hung
Gwynn's
him up.
fucking poking balls out.
Let's spin
He
this
might have
damn
been
wheel.
50. All right,
Yeah, he
spin the
was
goddamn
literally
wheel.
50.
Spin the wheel. Cut the shit.
Crazy time. Crazy time.
Crazy time.
Tiger Dragon.
Isaiah.
Give me the platter. Yeah.
Maw.
That's about to be
Not yet,
Trent.
not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet.
That's
Oh
about
my
to be
God,
Trent.
so much goosage.
Trent.
Oh my.
Maw.
We both gotta lock in a Trent NFL future.
No.
Immediately regret that decision to put that on there.
Fuck, dude. There's
Immediately
too much
regret it.
goosage on that wheel.
So much.
I know there's some
goosage.
lube on that wheel, bro. That thing just kept ripping. Holy smokes. All right. Well, that's beat.
In the
Trent,
lab, Trent.
get in the lab. Find us some NFL futures. They can be tailored to each of us. They can be a group effort, one piece, whatever you think, whatever you want. It could be anything.
Can
Okay.
you actually nuke it and it be like a minus 110 over under and not like a plus 1,000 future?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the
Sure.
more, closer to minus 110 it is, probably the more coins, we'll put on it. Right.
Yeah.
If it's more like a value shot, it'll be more of a sprinkle.
Yeah.
So you pick, take your time, don't rush. We got plenty of time for the NFL season, but if it pops in your head, let us know. We'll lock those fuckers in. All right.
I'll be loud.
Sure. Gosh, man, people forget I already had a lock in a JJ McCarthy to win Offensive Rookie of the Year slip, and turns out he's having the
Crazy.
worst camp of all time. Coaches are already
Yeah.
yelling at
Who would have thought?
him. That was a punishment for the wager wheel. Locking that fucking future in.
That was.
Jesus. All right. W's. Let's stay locked, chat. We got B Clem coming in, resubbing as well for 18 months. That's a seasoned vet, B Clem, if I've ever seen one myself. W's. All right. Yankees got a base runner on, one out. They're still up 1-0, bottom two. Let's get some more. Why not us? Okay. Ground ball, immediate double play. Great. Unbelievable. All right. He didn't turn it. But, anyways, let's move. Let's groove. Let's pivot. I want to talk for a second here about, well, I guess we already did the wager wheel and we talked about the Wolves. Let's hop into the sharp report. Let's give the people some plays for tonight. I already got a couple active. All right. We went over these right in the beginning, guys. Yankees ML, San Francisco team total, under 1.5 first 5. Okay. It was minus 145 on the juice for that puppy. Could only find it on one book. And I locked it in immediately for a unit. So that's what I'm sweating right now. Not going to sell it. It's already live. I will sell the under in Boston and Indiana tonight. Look, the Celtics should have lost game 1. We're here. The spread is at -9, whatever the hell it's at. It's pretty much as fat as it was in game 1. I'm not really feeling the Pacers tonight, to be honest with you, looking at that spread. Now, I'm not taking the Celtics. Are you kidding me? I don't believe in that team. They're not a bunch of winners. They stink. Yankees, literally a foot away from a home run. Okay.
Huge.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, here's the deal with this series. I want to stay away from the side in game 2. I'm with you, Jovan. I do think the Pacers have a chance to pull off something crazy here and shock the world. But looking at that spread for game 2 after what happened in game 1, I think I'll sit that one out on these sides. But the total, after we saw a bazillion points in game 1, it went to OT. I didn't see any defense played by the Celtics. They've got to fucking lock in and make some adjustments. I think this game will be way grosser, like a lot of games in the NBA playoffs so far, where you've seen teams who score 120 a game regular season, you get in the playoffs, and now they're putting up 100s, if they can even get to triple digits. This is the NBA playoffs we're talking about here. The adjustments will be made from the Celtics defensively. If you take a look at the prize picks board and just go through everybody's points for the game tonight, they all look a little bit low. They do, except for one guy, Derek White. But we can leave him alone. Derek White might go off tonight, side notes. Everyone else, not looking like there's going to be a fuck ton of points. I like the under after we saw a bazillion in game 1. Sharp unders in the playoffs typically pay. I'm locking in this one as well.
Yeah, we'll watch you for it. I do like my whole thing with this series. First of all, like the lines in the games very much remind me of the Heat Celtics Eastern Conference Finals from last week, where like
Yep.
I think it seems like a lot of respect every single time, but it really isn't in the grand scheme of things. But I just think the Celtics are trying to do exactly what they did with the Heat. They're just trying to outshoot them. They want to make them take twos instead of threes, and a lot of that's going to be pick and roll. So like I think the Pacers are going to be scoring throughout the series a lot. Maybe it doesn't come as much today, but I'm at least jumping to a prize pick square. I like Hallie assists. I'm kind of standing on that for the entire series. I was talking about how I think he's going to have to be a little more of a facilitator this series, and a lot of that came from the pick and roll where they put like Al Horford on the pick and roll against whoever was there, kind of for that exact reason. Like they were fine with him getting cooked on the pick and roll because they just didn't want Miles Turner out there shooting threes or whoever else out there shooting threes. That's why they put like Tatum out there on the perimeter instead. So I think that's the game they're kind of playing here because they know they're going to have to play a faster game. They know that the Pacers are going to give them their fair share of looks from three, and I think they're fine taking them. So I think Halliburton's going to have to do everything from a facilitating standpoint in the series. So I'm probably more times than not, probably every game of the series, I'm taking his assist. Did it in game one, probably going to continue to do it. So that's my angle for this game.
Okay. Fat Girls Inc. is saying he could have had 20.
20
in game
Oh,
one.
like well, that's an actual stat. You know, potential
Okay.
assists. It's
He's not
like
fucking around.
he actually did have 20.
20
10
plus.
out of 20, and I'm going to continue to
Guys
ride
just
that.
didn't make their shots. Okay.
A little bit. It was a couple different things, but yeah, he also like when they got to like the towards the end of the game at overtime, I don't think he had like a single one in overtime because he was trying to score a little bit and they were pressing just as a whole. They're gonna have to do something a little different. And I think
Okay.
like this is a perfect stack with Siakam, I think, because he's like the guy who was continually cooking Al Horford on the pick and roll every single time. And I think that's going to be a big thing from the start. And if they change it back again and they put Tatum on him and stick Al Horford back out on Miles Turner, like Miles Turner is going to be Steph. So like one or the other, it's all going to come from Halliburton.
Okay. Well, let's hope he gets 9 and no more. No points.
Yeah.
All right.
You can get
Tell
12.
me about your straight bets today. I want to hear about them.
Yeah. I want to start buying low on this little A's Rockies total, which I know you don't love betting on trends too much, Krabs, but the one that I've sneakily had in the back of my head, balls have been flying in these Oakland day games. So, like, if people remember the last two games against the Rangers in that series, the one that people probably remember is the first of the two where the Rangers went up like 11-0 in the first inning or second inning or whatever it was. And that game ended 15-8. Game right after that, it was like 9-4 A's. They absolutely shit on them. But like you go through and you look at all these A's day games, they're soaring over, and a lot of them come with decent conditions, but not great. And that's kind of we're getting average stuff today. But we also have pitchers on the mound that I think are absolute gas cans. Like Joey Estes is a guy who I think has even shout out Alan King of YouTube chat, kind of right there with you. But Joey Estes is a guy who I think is pitched a little bit over his head, and now he's going to play a Rockies team who like they strike out a shit ton, but they have guys who can hit the ball hard, which is kind of been his problem. And then on the other side, like Ryan Feltner is one of the weirdest pitchers of all time. He's been weirdly solid against a couple of teams that are better matchups for him too. So like I think this is a really weird matchup that results in some runs. Obviously, you're getting semi-tired like bullpens toward the end of the series, but I think it's the one where we see a splurge of runs early in the game. Kind of carries us.
Okay. Couple points from chat. They were talking about it. They made some good points. Besides Alan, holding down the YouTube chat, loving that over. And by the way, I like this over as well. This is probably honorable mention for my sharp report too. Juice is loose on the over as well. Let's hope it gets up to 8 at some point. Probably won't though. Sam's asking from YouTube as well. It seems like YouTube chat is very dialed today. Love to see that. Is it not Feltner day today? Check his prize pick squares. I mean, he's only at 28.5. Like, how much lower can you make him? Right?
Yeah.
Against the A's. You know what
he's
I mean?
he's playing against the A's in Oakland, which is a noted pitcher's environment. It's like A, like the strikeouts are always there against the A's. B, they're the A's. Like pretty much every pitcher that goes up and pitches against the A's, their lines are going to be insanely high. It's like there's only, I mean, it goes for pitchers playing against the Rockies too, but yeah, it's not really a thing when you're against mushit teams.
We got KD E. Meester, 23 coming in. Krabs, I need a Zach Hampel collab on the wheel. I'm good though. Thanks. Appreciate that, KD.
Zach Campbell collab is crazy.
Yeah, you think I'm hanging out with that guy? I'll kick his ass if I ever see that guy in person. All right, let's move. Let's groove. Jovan, tell me about the Pirates. Why do you like them on the ML?
Tigers.
Tigers.
Yeah,
Jack Flaherty.
Tigers. Jack Flaherty. Kevin Gosman. That was actually Gosman opened -120 and he flipped to a dog pretty quickly against the Tigers.
Weird.
Which, yeah, and it's still weird. And like, I'm not going to make the argument that like the Blue Jays are this head and shoulders better team than the Tigers are, because I mean, really, they're not. Tigers, I think, are record wise just around the same thing, but with a lot of the market respect we've seen from Kevin Gosman, and I know like this start is at home, but like he was -150 damn near against Zach Eflin and the Rays in his last home start, and he pitched really well. Seen them flip to a favorite, which the Tigers, they just got swept by the Royals in Kansas City. They lost those games by 5, 7, and 5. And then add on to it, they lost the last game of the D-backs series, so they've lost 4 in a row. So I was expecting a little less respect here for the Tigers, but I think Kevin Gosman, a lot of the reasons why I thought he was going to pitch really well against the Rays, and he did, the bullpen just kind of blew that game. They stacked a lot of righties. Gosman struggles against lefties. Kind of, you know, I said with the Nats, like, if I'm backing them to score runs, I have to like the matchup for Abrams, Winker, Rosario, like the guys who are actually scoring runs. For the Tigers, if I'm betting on them to win a game, I have to like the matchups for Riley Green, you know, Kerry Carpenter, Wencio Perez, like a lot of the lefties, or in Perez's case, switch hitters in there that can do some damage. It's like Gosman struggles against lefties. You kind of know that. He gives up barrels, which that's the only time the Tigers really score runs. So I think the line move is definitely a little weird. I don't think they go out and put up 9 on Gosman, but I think it's a really tricky spot. And this is I mean, maybe like a weird travel-ish spot too, going to Detroit. I know the Tigers are also traveling, but it's a little weird situation this game. I think the Tigers snagged this one.
Yeah, this game threw my brain in a pretzel. I looked at it for a while this morning, watching that line move towards Detroit after Toronto opened up at least -115 most places, a small favorite. I initially kind of thought that was a lot of respect for Gosman off the rip with how, you know, he's been, but it is still big name Gosman. It's still the Blue Jays. They still get line respect, and they're still playing the Tigers, who are 3 games under 500 at this point and have seemingly forgotten how to hit overall, at least compared to the beginning of the season. Flaherty has been pretty fucking solid as well. Totals at 7.5, not moving an inch. With the line move towards Detroit, I could get there with you. I just thought that opener was a little bit weird. It threw me off. What about the prize pick squares for the pitchers in these games? Like, does anything for Gosman look weird? I know chat's saying these 2 pitchers are like the core PODs on Twitter today. I guess Flaherty outs and Gosman strikeouts.
Yeah. So, I mean, Gosman, the fact that line is at 5.5 is pretty interesting, which is probably the reason why it's everybody's POD. Because, I mean, the Tigers, if anything, should have a much higher line after they literally just got, I don't know what, I know it's a lefty, but Cole Reagan's had 11 or 12 and was no hitting them through 5 or 6 innings literally yesterday. So I mean, it seems pretty easy. I know the Tigers have been a little better against righties, but everybody's whole Twitter sell job is exactly the same, that they've been facing moose shit righties, and not that they're wrong, but I mean, that 5.5 looks like probably the easiest square on the board, which would scare me. And I mean, I guess if you're looking at Flaherty, to be fair too, like all of his stuff looks a little low. It just makes a little more sense because the Blue Jays don't strike out all that much, and Flaherty's a pretty strikeout heavy guy. So like usually I'd be scared of Flaherty if it was a team that hits the ball hard, but the Blue Jays don't do that. So like if they strike out or don't strike out, it's going to be soft contact, really, no matter what. It's like that makes sense too.
Okay. Lauren's saying Angel Reese less than points is a whale. I need to hear that sell
Could
job.
Be a whale. Could be a whale.
I need to hear that fucking sell job. Angel Reese, you're sneaking that bottom right corner of the sharp report. Saving it for last.
I did sneak that.
Why are you fading Angel Reese today, Bray?
Well, I don't know if it like reset or not, because they took all the sky props off the board initially, but she was top of popular tab. I don't know if she's back there yet, but she is facing the Liberty, who they're like, from what I've seen, they're comparable to like the T-Wolves, where like they're a really tough matchup at the rim because they have like Brianna Stewart, Jonquil Jones, like twin towers inside, which is really tough. And Angel Reese has been so inefficient that like this is probably not the matchup for her to get involved in. It's like she had
Mm.
people will look at the chart and see that 13 against the Liberty. That was fucking preseason against half the backups, where she also made some really tough shots and was like 6 for 10. So I mean, irrelevant in the fact because preseason, but she went up against a much softer defense in the first 2 games against the Wings and didn't really do shit either. I mean, she went over this line in one of those games, but realistically, much softer matchup there. It's going to have some problems tonight. I think the whole team has a little problems tonight. They're also 16-point dogs. So, like, this game gets into blowout territory, which is very, very likely. I would love for that to be on my side.
Mm. Okay. Fat Girls is saying a lot of people are fading Angel Reese today. That's
Are
okay.
they?
You don't waver.
Could be the difference.
Hold. He's saying a lot of smart people, though. Okay.
Okay.
That could be the
Good
difference
then,
there,
good
Fat
then,
Girls.
good then.
We can work with that. WNBA 3-piece boost on Prize Picks. Oh my goodness.
I did see that.
Whoa. Any other honorable mention squares that you were looking at?
In the WNBA?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I just wanted to fade the whole Sky team. Them massive dogs missing some people and tough matchup, I guess, with the Liberty.
I just got to give myself some flowers for my goat whale WNBA Vandersloot under 8 assists for the season long. She hasn't sniffed it.
Mm. Well, we're 4 games in, but good start. Good start. Oh man, Trent,
I
you
bet,
geek me,
man.
bro.
I bet.
You geek me. All right, we went over the sharp report. I got my Yankees. I got the freaking Giants active right now. I got the under late night tonight. A couple squares going. I haven't gone over Gray Rod yet, though. I haven't
go
talked
over
about
Gray Rod.
Goots' guy.
Good
All right.
sponge.
Gray Rod's, he's been walking some people. 3 to be exact in each of his last 2 games. I think he goes right at the White Sox here. He's got the stuff. This is the fucking Chicago White Sox we're talking about. If he's nibbling, if he's not going right at these guys, then Gray Rod's not him anyways. Fill up the zone. They're minus 230 favorites. I feel good about Gray Rod going out there and limiting the walks, filling up the zone, doing his job. And there's no need to pitch around this moose shit lineup. Go right at him. And do I even need to mention the square being nasty? Come on.
Yeah.
Good.
He is coming back from injury, but I mean, I don't disagree with you at all. Fill up the zone.
Mm.
Our offense isn't hitting at all. Might as well try and hold the moose shit White Sox to nothing. If we're
So
gonna
he's had
fucking win 1-0.
He's had 1 outing since
Yeah.
he's been back, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, as long as he's not coming right off the IL.
Yeah.
Just hate dealing with that overall, but yeah, he's got 1 back under his belt. That's really the only one that matters. It's recent. I just
You
think
would
it's a great
think-
matchup against a White Sox moose shit lineup.
Yeah, you would think as a pitching coach, you would be telling him exactly what you just said.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Fill up the zone. He's got the stuff. This is the White Sox we're talking about here. Okay? The juice is moving on the under as well. I don't know how that makes me feel about this because maybe if he's grooving some Dick Vane fastballs, they might put something in play.
I mean, they don't
If we
strike
don't
out
win-
all that much against righties. They're like the Marlins. They're bad, but they put the ball in play.
If we don't
We
win
need
the
that.
series against the White Sox, I'll spin a wheel.
Yeah?
Yeah, there you go. That's deserved.
Wow, Goots.
I deserve it at this
Okay.
point. Like usually I
Okay.
don't want to put it on myself, but at this point I feel responsible,
right.
so I deserve it.
There you go.
Setting the ground rules.
Yep.
No fluke shit, no sneak shits. If the
I didn't say
Orioles don't
sweep.
win this series.
Yeah, it's if they don't win because it's 4 games
don't win.
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
They split it. Cake.
What if
they
they
split.
split, Goots?
If they split, we're gotta be good. That's fine.
Judge.
don't
All
know.
rise.
And there it goes. See ya. All it takes is a little crabby Yankees ML spring to get Aaron Judge activated, up and moving. I expect my name to be heard in his MVP speech. I expect some sort of name drop, some sort of gift, maybe a signed jersey. I don't know. This is ridiculous at this point, bro. You can't even script this. Every single time we take this motherfucker, he hits a nuke. Every time we bet on the Yankees, he hits a nuke. He comes through and respects coins. We still got a lot of baseball left. We only got a 2-run lead, and there it goes. See ya. You can see it up on the screen. Man, that was
You just
crushed,
sparked.
bro.
You sparked the legendary run, Krabs.
That was fucking destroyed. Does a home run
unreal.
count as an RBI? You're goddamn right it does, Dirty. You're goddamn right it does. Krabs in a Nats game with the glove, and Judge Shirt might have given Krabs a 20-0 cards. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm never bringing a glove to a game again. I just have never felt so ashamed. To be out in public, to be at an event. I've never felt so ashamed.
It's a
It's
gut
like you
punch.
left them in my car, so you didn't have to see the gloves again.
I did leave the gloves in your car. Yes, keep those safe.
Just ashamed to look at him.
I don't even want to look at him. Just out of mind. He's on a crazy run, Krabs. Thank you so much. You're welcome, John. You're welcome. We got Alec coming in, resubbing 19 months, by the way. Jovan, Jason Lick is the GOAT for drafting my Oregon GOAT, Bucky Irving. I need that jersey ASAP. Jovan, thoughts on Bucky Irving going to the Bucks?
I love Bucky Irving. That's going to be like if you're a Rashad White fantasy owner or investor, I'd be very scared. I'm not going to lie. Because I think he's going to bite into a lot of Rashad White shit.
Skeens keeps getting bailed out with double plays. Good.
Dude, what are you bitching about Rashad White for, Trent, man?
Nothing, man. He came through for us.
Yeah, I feel like he's turned green every time we've talked about him or taken him.
That was most goated call.
That was hilarious. That was one of the rare squares that turned green in those two entries.
Sure.
Guys.
Also, just perfect name to go to the Bucks. Bucky Irving. You kidding?
Yeah, Bucky Irving.
That kid was already drafted there before it even started.
Yeah, we've got like his old Oregon coaches there too, so like they're gonna do all they can to get him involved.
Padres 2-0. Chat saying against your Reds.
I forgot that game started.
Okay. Yeah, we do have the Braves and Cubbies starting up in about an hour as well. We will talk about that before it gets going.
Ooh, we can talk about that right now.
Sure.
Cubbies on the card.
Sure. Talk to me.
You got it. Yeah, kind of a similar line flip, line move, whatever, to the Tigers game, but this one, AJ Smith-Shawver is coming back from the minors, and that's a guy that I've been fading since he came up to the bigs because I think he's absolutely terrible, and I think this is a great matchup for the Cubs. He's a guy who, I guess, kind of like Gausman, it's just even worse, really bad against lefties. So, you know who I really like today? I like not that I love a bunch of runs in the game. I think he does get touched up, and it's kind of moot point after that. But Cody Bellinger, who has sold Trent, I think, 2 days in a row. It's a great spot for him, along with like a lot of the guys like Talkman and a bunch of the lefties there who I think match up pretty well with Shawver. So I think Shawver gets touched up a little bit. And then I don't know what the plan is with the Cubs because Ben Brown's going to pitch, but he's probably not going to pitch for more than like 3 or 4 innings. And it's going to be like this type bullpen game. But the Braves offense, they just had their little breakout game yesterday. After that, they haven't been, or other than that, they haven't been great. I'm kind of leaning into that. They've been printing unders. I'm not really all that scared of their offense right now. So with Smith-Shawver on the bump, I will be fading.
Okay. Fade Smith-Shawver. He's moose shit. I'm in. Braves offense doesn't scare me yet.
No.
Keep fading him. Sure. Cubs ML catching some steam with Brown on the bump, who's been okay. But yeah, who knows what the game plan is for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting, but who knows for how long? Probably 4 max, maybe 5 if he's super efficient, but kind of doubt it. But it could only be good if he does.
All right, I like the angle. Come on, Yanks. Ah, shit. Terrible play. Terrible defensive play. What are we doing, boys? No outs, man on first. Here comes a nuke to tie this puppy up. Who's ready? Who's with me? It's coming.
Dylan Moore. He had 2 the other day.
Krabs, can we talk about how moose shit the WNBA schedule maker is? I have no opinions on that. None. Used up my up 2 on Cubs. Need SS to get turked. Sure. I like that play. They are home, but there should be some runs in that game. Totals at 9. Sure.
Yeah.
Right. We need our guy Gil to lock in here as well. Come on.
Yeah. Against Dylan Moore Bonds.
Do you have coins on the Yankees in this spot or no?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. We got Jay Vogel coming in, resubbing. Fuck Rico Bosco. WJ Vogues. Good. Unbelievable, bro. Krabs, check Trent's tweet. Oh.
Dude, what is that? What in the world,
10
man?
Too. Sure. Give yourself a 10. Why not?
I bet.
That's insane, bro. That picture's hysterical.
It's a crazy picture.
What's worth more, chat? That one or Trent's Riley Green card? Which one's worth more? Primer would cop. Well, he would cop one.
Riley
This is
Green was
better
the one
than the.
who broke up the Reagan's no-hitter yesterday, I'm pretty sure.
I bet. Bro, did you see the chick who got nailed with a ball in the head at the Blue Jays game and they didn't give her a ball or nothing? They didn't even give a shit, but she got her own Topps card with a big
Bro.
ass fucking bump on her forehead. You see that shit?
I bet.
Crazy.
Man. I did not see that.
Crazy.
That's hilarious.
I felt bad for her. She was like tweeting at the Blue Jays. She's like, "Can I at least get the ball?" Like, I didn't even get it. And she's got like literally 2 heads. She's got a head on top of a head.
Jesus.
I was like, whoa. Crazy. They gave her a
Yeah,
top
that's
card.
rapist. That's rapist.
Kutch almost hit another. Jeesh. Jordan Poole bobblehead at this point might be worth more. Might be worth more. Jordan Poole bobblehead stock rising, by the way. He finished the end of the season
Stinkly.
pretty well. Let him be point
Yeah,
guard. He just
all they
can't
got to
play
do is
defense.
just, point guard on the second unit.
Yeah.
I'm calling with the
Back up.
bench.
All right, let's lock in. Let's go over some more plays for today. We went over the sharp report. We'll show it to you guys one more time. Give you some looks. I know a couple of my plays are active right now. There's not that many games anyways today. All right, chat. So let's lock in. We got to be picky today. Quality over quantity for the squad ride today. All right, let's lock in. We can't have Trell showing us up. All right, I'm
Can't
not
have
going to
that.
allow that.
Simply can't
We
have that.
cannot have that. Okay, we can't have Trell on the opposite side of the squad ride. Cash and plays. Okay, come on. Let's be better, chat. Let's be better. Talk ice? Sure, let's talk some ice. I'm in. Let's go to the Edmonton-Dallas game because I am starving for Jovan's thoughts on this game. I've gone back and forth the whole day. Do I think Dallas has a chance of winning this series? Sure. I'd probably bet Dallas to win this series. Do I think they win this game tonight? I don't know if I think they win this game tonight. Jovan, I think gun to my head in GTA, I'm probably playing Edmonton and plus chicken in game 1. Maybe Dallas bounces back in game 2, splits it at home before they go on the road. What are your thoughts on game 1 of the series on the ice tonight, 8:30 p.m. on TNT?
I don't know that I have too many thoughts, to be honest with you, because I'll tell you what, I'm very scared of the fact that this game reminds me a lot of the Wolves Mavs, because the Stars are the team that everybody's kind of penciling in for, and I think I talked about that yesterday or whenever we brought it up, but 5 seconds after the Oilers series against the Canucks went final, it was Stars and 4, Stars and 5 all over the feed. Obviously a little exaggeration, but nobody thinks the Oilers have a real shot in this series. Now, do I kind of like the Stars in this game? Yes, partially because like what we saw with the Panthers yesterday, which I wasn't even on here when we talked about that. The Rangers are soft as shit. That was the softest performance we've seen from them in months. So all you Rangers slurpers in chat, that's exactly what we've been talking about for a while. Mad we hopped on right as they hopped off. But the Stars are a deep team. They're like the Panthers of the West, personnel-wise, going up against a slightly thinner Oilers team that may have some trouble initially, I think, on special teams against the Stars. So, like, I don't know if game 1 is a spot to do it. I think there definitely is going to be some spots where we can bet the Oilers plus chicken in this series, and I think they have a fighting chance, but I don't know. It's not a button I want to push in this game.
You know what I think I like in this game, which I never
do you
thought I'd
like?
say in the playoffs? I think I
Over?
like the over in this game. I've been trying to bet every single under at this point in the NHL playoffs, and it's worked pretty well, knock on wood. Okay, typically I feel like if you just bet every under at this point, and if you definitely bet the unders, in the second half of these series games when these teams are tired legs, I mean, just check the data, look at the fucking, Carfax, check them. You can see that, as the series progresses, there's typically less goals. That's been a thing for years. That's been a thing that's been told to me since I was in college betting on hockey. But not this game. This game's giving me weird vibes. The total this morning, was bouncing around between, 6, maybe a couple 5.5s. Now we're seeing this juice loose on the over at 6. Most places. We got minus 112. Don't love that, but I still think, and I'm seeing a couple 6.5s as well. Crazy on a couple different books. Seeing the total move up in the playoffs at this point is interesting. The splits also look a little bit sharp. 50% of bets, 75% of handle on the over in this game. I think this could be a sneaky fun game. Sneaky over, and then you bet the unders the rest of the series.
I could see that because a lot of the reason, I think there was a sell job or two on Surge stream that I heard, like a couple of people or somebody at least took the under in the Panthers game yesterday, or took the over in the Panthers game and was expecting a shit ton of goals because it was going to be a power play fest. Like this series, I think could be a power play fest, and we have a really good power play in the Oilers going up against a pretty good power or penalty kill of the Stars, but the one thing that's been the difference, I guess, on both sides, I guess for the Oilers, they've faced, if you want to talk about their kill first, I mean, they've faced the Canucks and Kings, which probably two of the most anemic offenses in all of the playoffs so far. So, like, I think they're going to give up some special teams goals, and same with the Stars, who, to be honest, haven't looked all that fantastic on the PK. But I mean, they've faced the Avs and the PGK, which is a little different. But yeah, it was kind of tough. I think this one could be a offensive series for a little bit of it.
Okay. Shit, I might have to bet that over. Never thought I'd say that at this point in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the NBA game. Dead Larry Bird saying for the NBA game, is everybody on the Pacers?
Hell no. I woke up this morning and I saw 3 Celtics max plays on the feed within 10 seconds.
Now, I will say this. The Pacers looks like the easy play if you look at this game for 3 seconds. It does. Yeah. Right? Now, that doesn't mean either side is super public. Now, I'm looking at the splits, and yes, the Pacers are a little public. Now, this is just on Green Book, so who knows? But 60% of bets, a little less than 60% of handle on the Pacers spreads. You look at the ML, it's close to 50%. So there's definitely some bets coming in on the Pacers if you look at the splits. My initial inkling was Celtics laying 9 after barely winning game 1. My brain, contrarian, nasty, fading the public, taking stuff that doesn't make sense, wanted me to take the Celtics here. But it's still the Celtics. It's still the favorites to win the NBA Finals. It's still the best team in the NBA. It's still the team that everyone said is going to win the ship with ease. The team that had graphics out from every sports book, every place on earth that said the Celtics versus the Fields. This is still that team, right? So in my eyes, they cancel out. I'll be sitting this one out, kicking the feet up, relaxing, and enjoying the show, right? I'll take that under and go about my day. I can't get involved in the side here because it's two conflicting thoughts in my brain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little biased, obviously, with what I want to do with the series because I do think the Pacers are winning 2 games. But I woke up this morning, I saw everything that I wanted to see. It feels like it's going to become the Mavs for me. Like as I go throughout the day and I see more of those hit the feed. So I mean, it was a close game, I guess, in game 1. And the thing, like, I think they can score with them pretty consistently. I think the Celtics are fine with letting them do that because they just want to outshoot them. So like it's a series that I think you're not going to see too many blowouts. But the amount of times I've seen this today is crazy. 10-point win, 20-point win, max play, 5 units already. And it's lunchtime. I'm probably going to have to get involved by the end of the day when it's all said and done. Okay. Plus, like, to be honest, I was expecting to be a little more scared of this because this is Celtics game 2, same spot where they lost to the Cavs, same spot where they lost to the Heat.
Right.
And they ran through the rest of those series. And there's nobody on that narrative, which shocked me. Maybe that's a little Mavs game 1 played into it after everybody tried to do that yesterday and they don't want to go back to it today. But yeah, I was a little surprised.
Can we fade Halliburton's points today? I know you're taking his assists, but I'm looking at the most popular square on the board for the NBA, and I'm seeing him at 19.5. That's what he was at for game 1, and he soared over this number, 25. What do you think about fading him in game 2?
I'm not against fading him. I would think I would just rather take his assist. Like I said, I think it's more important for him to be a facilitator than a scorer in this series. And like he had some crazy threes in game 1, and then obviously scored a couple in overtime, which sent us over by a lot more than it really should have. So like, yeah, I think he can cool with like a little 16 piece. And I think it's Siakam who grubs and Halliburton facilitates it all.
This was the mindset I was on from Navek, by the way.
I know. That's what I was saying. Cause like I kind of, first of all, it's kind of one I want to buy into, but I was I was expecting more people to be on that train with how many people were on the Mavs don't show up to game 1s yesterday.
Right.
But maybe that scared them off of doing it today because I haven't seen it sold. Bring that up.
Okay.
I've got a Rackaroony for a 4-man today. Is Halliburton a green light?
I think you take your pick. You take your pick between Halliburton assist and Siakam PRA, probably. Whichever one is speaking to you out of those, because I think they go one another.
Giants are asking questions against Skeens right now. This isn't good. This isn't good, folks.
I'll think about it. Yo, GF Swim, you like that fucking Horford under? What happened?
We've got Paul Skeens on the bump, top of the 4th. Pirates are still up 1-0. But runners on the corners, 1 out here. All right, let's see if Skeens can get out of this jam.
What's that strikeout number looking like? 2?
He's not K'ing him.
Yeah, maybe he's not so young. Like we ground him after
Yeah,
2
his
games.
K's are
Send Livy down to the fucking Diamond Club. Get her close. That might be the confidence he needs.
Yeah. With that being said, if he hasn't K Soler, bro.
Yeah, he's against Soler right now. It's a 1-1 count. I'll keep you guys updated.
He's the second coming of Christ, according to Rav. So, yeah. I fucking
I'll
bet.
be saying the same shit. Intern Rav at the game right now.
Oh, look.
W.
busted.
Play
Soler.
runs.
Great.
Rab
Thank
and
you for
Quail.
spelling it.
Eesh.
Double play. Oh, they couldn't turn it. Fuck. Yep. In play runs, 2 outs, man on first. That's so cake. 1-1. Get out of this with no more damage. That's why you take that under 1.5. Juicy. Okay. Soler, man.
Better
How
not
is
let
he
Yaz.
beating that out?
Better not let Yaz hit one of the fucking water.
Every time I fade this motherfucker Yaz, he turns into his grandpa. He turns into Peepa. Literally, he turns into fucking Carl Yastrzemski up there at the plates. And then he goes back to being the worst hitter in baseball immediately after.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Now we got 2 outs. Come on. Get out of this puppy, please. Please.
Dude, John Candyman might be so bad, Krabs. Literally so bad.
I mean, yeah, they moved down the lineup. You don't got to worry about his efforts or his him being a good teammate. He's a great
They moved
locker
them
room guy.
up. They moved them up now.
They moved him back up now? Okay.
Which, I mean, it's not really. They didn't move him up because he was like hitting well. They moved him up because everybody's fucking hurt. But
Yep.
he's been Barry.
Hey, I still believe in the Candyman. A lot of these veterans, it takes them a little while to get off the schneid, right? It takes them a little while to, shake the rust off. Long season. These guys don't get worried. They know it's a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah, he's hot. W's. Love the Candyman. He should have stayed in DC. He ran that clubhouse. We needed him. Cal Rowley is saying took the run away. Oh, they took away a Reds run?
In Cincy, yeah.
Huh. Yaz with a pop up to left, make a play. All right, we got to get 3 more outs in the top of the 5th to cash that one. No more runs. We'll go back to the Yankees here while we keep talking about some of these plays. Okay.
Sure.
God, they've got MLB Big Inning on right now. That's weird for these
Do
early
they?
games.
Dude, Big Inning sucks, bro.
Yeah, it does. It's like it's such wasted potential.
Dude, they
Like,
just
how
don't
fucking
try.
hard is it?
They
They
don't
got
try
the
with
worst guy
anything.
up there who sounds like he's fucking hammered doing the fucking MLB the Big Inning for MLB. The games are 4 minutes behind. There's always like one just MLB logo in the top right instead of them playing a 4th game up. They could not run that thing worse. It's a joke.
Yeah. It's actually
It's like, how hard can it be to get it fucking red zone up? Just put the games up.
They also
can
only put it
speak.
on. They don't put it on for like the whole slate. I mean, not
Yeah,
that
it's
you
on for like
expect them to
2
do that every
hours
day.
because that guy
It's on
gets
for 2
tired. He's
hours.
probably
Yeah.
shit-faced.
It's like, what are we doing? Man?
Unbelievable, dude. All right. Yankees, no more runs for them. They go to the 5th inning. We'll see what happens. Matt, that's facts. Makes you appreciate Scott Hansen. That's
Dude,
for sure.
Scott Hansen. I mean, it's a little different because he's able to gear up for it like all week. But yeah, I mean, just masterclass.
I mean,
Absolute
give Scott
masterclass.
Hansen the mic and he would be 100 times better. He doesn't even know anything about baseball. Doesn't have to.
Yeah, that's facts. And then they tried to do it with baseball. It doesn't work. They tried to do it with hockey. They sucked at it there too. I mean, it's just one of a kind.
You'd think for baseball it would be perfect because like nobody even wants to watch the whole game
Dude, it
unless
would
you're
be
us.
so perfect. And like the thing with baseball, like you don't even have to narrate it. Like if you really don't want to, just have somebody clicking buttons throughout each game behind the scenes. It's like you don't need to say, now we got X coming up for the Yankees in the bottom of the 5th. No, just switch the fucking game. It's not hard.
Is it hard to run a 3-man blunt rotation of MLB Big Inning? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Hockey on ESPN is so bad. Yeah. All right.
Kind of.
Let's see what happens in this Yankees game, in this Pirates game. We need no more runs from the Giants in the top of the 5th. We need the Yankees to close this puppy out. They're up 2-0 at the end of the 4th. Jovan, any other comments, concerns, thoughts, plays in this NBA game tonight before we move?
Don't think I have too many thoughts. We could do a quick prize pick square check, run through some of those, see if there's any more that's catching your eye.
I'm
But
in on that. And then we'll finish up some MLB and do a squad ride.
yeah,
Spend plenty of time
I'm
on it.
in.
Make sure we hit one. Okay.
I'm in.
Also, I'm seeing the Pacers line just keep moving back towards the Pacers, which is good. Now they are getting money and bets, whatever. But good sign. Love
Yeah.
that. I'm seeing some 8.5s popping up now. Dubs.
Love that.
All right, Jovan, does that Moose Cubs BP bullpen, I'm assuming he's talking about, scare you? Thinking Cubbies first fivers from Davey Martinez's burner.
Yeah, can't argue. I mean, doesn't make me feel all that confident, but with the Cubs, even when the bullpen's involved, I don't like getting cute. And especially when a team's coming off of getting absolutely railed in a game before, I just like to keep it simple and go full game. See they bounce back with a win.
Okay. W's. Krabs PLL futures are out. This guy's fucking tapped on another dimension.
Wow, he's
right now.
tapped. He's tapped.
Yeah, the futures I believe have been out, but we do have lines out for week 1, which is actually in about 9 days. Close as fuck. Next weekend, guys. PLL action next Saturday and Sunday. Opening weekend. You know we're coming with the fucking plays. You know we're about to be dialed. We could take a peep at these early lines. Looking at them right now. They got 4 games, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Archers and Water Dogs. I believe that is a championship rematch.
Could be the difference.
99% sure. That's kind of fire that they're starting the season off like that, like the NFL. Pick them as well. I mean, you guys know all these games are always fucking tight. Doesn't matter how good or bad you are, the lines are always tight. Cannons and Atlas. Cannons probably roll there with ease. Chaos and Outlaws.
22.5 total. That's got to be soaring under.
It's got to be an under game. Got to be an under game there. Looking at that total. I'm with you. And then the game of the weekend. We got my Whip Snakes versus Mikey Over's Atlas. They play a doubleheader because they're home. They're playing up in Albany, New York. Home field for the Atlas. Home team plays twice in one weekend. So that's going to be interesting to cap this year. We'll see how those legs are looking on Atlas after a full game of lacrosse, getting the shit kicked out of you, running around the whole day. I don't know how these guys are going to perform a day after. That's a lot to ask. We'll see. Very curious to see how that plays out. Maybe some unders in game 2s. At least taking the Whip Snakes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. We got 2 outs, top of the 5th. Come on, Gil. He's shoving. Keep doing your job. Let's lock in. Let's look at some squares in the NBA. You talked about Halliburton for a second. I know you're on his assists. I brought up his points. You said, I'd probably rather just take his assist. I'm good with that too. Looking at just the points category here, Jovan, I kind of wanted you to confirm what I was talking about earlier. I feel like nobody's points are really that high. I feel like overall as a collective, at least for the base squares, I feel like everybody is either, pretty much around where they've been or even a little bit lower compared to recent games. I thought that wasn't, a good sign for the over. That's for sure. That's kind of why I also leaned into this under in the game. Any of these point squares looking at you funny? Maybe
Not
Jaylen
really.
Brown less than?
Jaylen Brown's higher than he was last game, which is needed. But like they're not going to move these points like too much within like a series. They don't really do that. So I
thought, okay, that makes more
I'm
sense.
not
Then. I
expecting-
thought after 250 points in game 1, I thought they would maybe bump them up a little bit, but
it was
if you're
overtime
saying
too.
they're not going to change it, that is true.
It was
If you're saying
overtime.
they're not going to change it after one game. That's fair.
Yeah, they
Right.
don't really have like many massive moves within a series, especially after one game.
Okay.
So I mean,
That
it's
makes
not too
sense.
crazy, but
So
Yeah,
let's
there
use
are
our
some-
basketball brains here. Could it be fading Obi Toppin? I'm 0 for 2.
I don't know
fading
if it
Obi
could be
Toppin, and
fading
we
Obi
have not
Toppin.
been close.
yeah, I don't know if it's fading Obi Toppin. The problem with Obi Toppin is like when he's on the court, or at least when he was in that Celtics game or in game 1, like whenever they roll out like a specific lineup, he has a big size advantage, mobility advantage. Because like sometimes they're sticking Horford on him, which is, I mean, that's part of the reason why, like, if Halliburton's in the game and Toppin's in the game with Horford on him, like, that's Lob City. Love that for assists, but like, they're kind of using him in spurts where they need to. So I'm a little worried. Like, he's probably not going to do anything for a majority of the game, but a couple minutes where he's in against the right lineup, he's going to score maybe every time down the court, which sucks if you're fading him.
Okay. Yeah, not fading him then. What about fading Drew Holiday, who's coming off of almost a 30 piece in that last game? He shot more times in that last game than he has this entire playoffs. Also had 7 rebounds, 8 assists, the greatest game of his fucking life. What do you think about fading him today?
I don't mind fading his points, but that RA, I think that's something that's probably you're going to pay attention to that for the whole series. Like that's one of the ones I think I would square up with his RA because like the Pacers are going to run fast. They have a veteran floor general who's going to be able to match that for the Celtics. So like that, I think Drew Holiday is going to be soaring over his RA. I mean, they'll adjust the line after some time, but that's something I certainly don't want to fade because I think he's the key to speeding the Celtics up in like a controlled way in that series.
But maybe fading points.
Points I don't hate. I don't hate because he's kind of like Hallie, where I think he's going to facilitate too. Bro, Trent, man,
is that real? Is that a real pick?
Trent just be fucking doing shit, man.
Is that a real pick?
Yeah, it's a real pick.
How does he meet all these fucking superstars, dude? How does he meet them all? He's met every single fucking player in the NBA playoffs this year. What is his secret? How does he do it? Yeah, look, we got more.
Whole roster, man.
Is he on the team?
Dude.
It's impressive.
Crap, bro. We got to take notes. This dude's hanging out with the fucking NBA stars. We're over here fucking streaming, talking about it. Ahan's in there. What are we doing?
In there, bro.
Ahan, bro. I need the rundown. That's
unreal,
sick.
bro.
W Ahan as usual. Unbelievable. All right. Ahan double cheeked up on a Thursday. Nike Pros, Trent is saying.
Nike Pros is crazy, man. Nike Pros is insane.
Well, we've got the bases cocked in Pittsburgh. You know, intern Rav is bricked up right now. Oh, he's not done. He's going to pull it up again. Sure.
Trent, man. You're just not locked.
Oh, yeah. All right. Bases cocked for the Pirates. 1 out. Let's see if we can get some runs through for our guy Ravington. And immediate out.
Yeah, GG.
Yep, pop up the left. Nobody ran. Okay. Interesting. Would love a Yankees run, too. Some insurance. That game ain't over yet. People are acting like it is. You guys are already at the cash counter. We got to hold our horses on the Yankees game. Starting to get nervous. But yeah, David Martinez is burner. How the fuck is Rowdy Tellez still employed? And how is Joey Gallo still employed? Is it time to talk about that? Is it time to talk about that?
Might be.
I feel bad for the guy. You remember when Chris Davis on the Orioles, they took his Adderall away and he went 0 for 70 in a row?
Yeah.
Set the longest streak ever for not. It's like watching that. It is just sad. Like the pitchers are going to start grooving him Dick Fane fastballs because they feel bad. And we got a grand slam.
Bro.
And we got a grand slam.
No way.
Sure.
Joey Bart under grand slams. Appreciate you for that one, Trent.
Wow. Hook emote.
I had that it was already chalked because Snell under grand slams was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was cake. That was cake.
Dude, I had that.
Literally had that.
Different Chris Davis, Bray.
Yeah.
Different Chris Davis. When are we going to talk about how Luis Gill is an MLB AI robot? Yeah, I'm going to need more on that one. Devils are rock chalk. I'm going to need more on that one. All right. Let's hurry the fuck up. You got your 5 runs. Let's get it out. Let's go see if Skeens has one more inning left in him. I got a feeling it's not going to be easy in the top of the 5th. Okay, the 4th was already sus. All right. Jovan, I might have to fade Drew Holiday on his points. I like the pivot, though, you're talking about, saying stay away from, PRA fades, stay away from rebounds and assist fades because that guy's going to be pushing the tempo. I'm good with that. The reason why I brought up Jaylen Brown at first, now that you said his points is higher this time, I'm off. I'm good. But was obviously because he hit that 3-pointer to put them into OT. People are going to be like, oh, Jaylen Brown, he's going to carry the fucking Celtics this whole series. Jaylen Brown's moose shit. And so is Jason Tatum in the playoffs. These guys don't even want to shoot.
Yeah.
These guys don't want to. It's like watching the Wizards during the regular season. Nobody wants the responsibility. Nobody wants to step up and be the guy. I don't know. We'll see. Jaylen Brown got lucky as shit in game 1. We'll see if they can get lucky again in game 2.
I'll say this because like I'm I'm pretty against fading stuff in this series right now because I think
Okay.
it might be that type of series. But you're on the under, so like you want to fade something. I couldn't tell you what that is.
Point taken. Point taken. All right. Nikki Piss is about to kill you, Krabs. Oh, nice. Good. That makes me feel good. Anyways,
Scary.
NBA closed the investigation of Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey. He's about to be on the Wizards. I don't know if you saw, but he's about to be. I think you and Mikey were talking about it actually on TMA, but Wizards have the shortest odds to get Josh Giddey, plus 450.
Yeah, I bet.
Don't know why. Don't know who's crafting this up or who knows shit, but he will be a Washington Wizard next season. Is he a Newport Beach guy? We'll just let that one slide.
No, it was
He's from Australia.
yeah, he's what?
Is that where he was getting in trouble? Is that where
Yeah,
he
dude,
was?
the girl literally went to Newport Harbor, which is like my rival high school.
Gotcha. Okay.
Pretty sure she is still enrolled there.
I hope not for him, but that might have been the issue. That might have been the issue, folks. Soda walk, Judge walk. Okay. Sure. First and second, one out in New York. Can we get some insurance, please? Can we get some insurance, please? All right. We also need Skeens to get 3 more outs. Yeah, rival middle school is crazy. I've never even heard those words. What were you going showing up with
high
your gang of middle
school.
schoolers?
I said rival high school.
All right. Anyways, let's lock back in here, folks. Krabs, we need this under, buddy. What under are you sweating, Cubbies? Which one are you talking about? You talking about the Yanks? I hope so. All right, we got about 10 minutes left, Jovan. I'm going to go over the MLB games we haven't touched on yet. You like the Cubs on the ML against Smith Shawver, fading the fuck out of him. I'm in. Sign me up. Colorado, Oakland, you like the over in that game. I co-sign.
Yep.
Like that over as well. The steam's moving up. Let's hope we see that game get to 8. Probably not going to, though. Only 2 hours until first pitch. Detroit, Toronto. You like Detroit. I'm going to sit that one out. The opener threw me off, but I think you're on the right side there. Definitely sharp, catching 15 cents of steam for the Tigers. And then Baltimore, Chicago. Guess the only real play we have in there is Grayson Rodriguez less than 1.5 walks allowed. I don't really have anything on the books for that one, but I'd be shocked if the O's lose after just getting swept for the first time since Nam. I think they come out and get a win, but they're minus 230. Okay.
Yeah, I think it maybe. I mean, it's a scary thing to take with the White Sox involved, but probably an under. Total went 8 to 8 or 8.5 down to 8 now, and I kind of think I don't love the over in the Blue Jays Tigers game, but I think it has the potential to kind of sneak over. And what have we learned from short slate standalone games, especially these Thursday night games? They always go under. So I mean, I think Gray Rod kind of shoves, which is rare for me because I think he's extremely overrated and a gas can in some matchups, but against the White Sox, I think he pitched as well.
Bases loaded. Meemaw, get ready to serve some meatballs. Mama's homemade meat. Yeah, here we go, Gates. W's. We're locked.
Stantonian
Chat.
blast.
Let's get some fucking insurance here, please.
We've had back-to-back games in this series with somebody with 2 home runs. Maybe Stanton makes it 3 in a row.
Sure. That's not going to jinx it or anything.
Maybe not.
Son of a bitch. We'll see how it plays out here. Come on, chat. Bases cocked. Can we get some action? Can we get some runs? Can we get some insurance, some State Farm, if you will? Good take. Sure. Can I get Javon's pitch on the Rockies over 7.5? You can always go back and rewatch if you missed. We did sell that. And we've got a 1-out base knock for the Giants. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, Javon, quick little spark notes while you like
Kurt Casale. I mean, there's really not a way to spark note it. Feltner's bad. Estes is bad. Balls fly in Oakland Day games. I'm buying in with a low total. Bullpens are taxed after yesterday, too. That's the spark notes of it, but not too much.
Well, I am nervous about this Skeens inning as well. I'm sweating out too much right now, man. And Skeens just gave up a rocket to left.
2 outs.
Makes a play. Holy shit. That was warning track power.
Ooh,
we've got the Yankees up. Is that a full count? Bases cocked? Yes, it is.
Now you got Barry Bonds up for the Giants.
Foul ball. Who do we have up?
Matos, who's been
Dudes.
randomly greatest hitter in all of baseball last like week.
I bet. That's not ideal, folks. Not one bit. All right. Let's see what happens here, guys, and we'll do the squad rides. Need Skeens to get out of this puppy. We got one strike. I'll keep you updated there. Let's see if the Yankees can come through. Let's see if Stanton can clutch up. Just get on base, Stanton. You don't have to hit a nuke again. You already did one. Come on. Show me the money. This pitch is taking forever. I feel like something might have happened.
Look at the years.
Maybe a little mound visit. Or maybe a nuke.
And that's a good
And he
swing.
strikes out on a pitch that would have hit me in the fucking dick.
Shit.
Unbelievable. And Spawn 0-1. Attaboy, Stanton. You can't expect much from him. He already hit a nuke.
Skeens out of inning.
There we go. Make this ground ball. That was a close play. Good scoop from Rowdy Tellez over there. Good scoop
Let's
from the
go,
big
Krabs.
lefty. Solid on defense. Let's fucking go, chat. San Francisco, first 5, team total, under 1.5, free. That's a mouthful. That's a lot going on, and that is surgical.
Love that.
Let's fucking go. Now we don't have to deal with the Pirates' Mooshit bullpen. Now that they're up 4 as well, because they're probably not going to put in their A bullpen too. Could have been a W play. Let's fucking go. Anybody in chat tail that shit?
huge.
Anybody tail that shit? We got Drum F coming in. Let's fucking go.
Goat.
Put some respect, chat. And yeah, Chew, Mooshit swing. We got Bench 2K coming in, dropping a follow. We got Rizzo, deep fly ball. I fucking bets. We'll see how this at bat plays out, and then we'll pivot to the squad ride, guys. Stick with us. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, now is the time. I'm sending the back call. Make your way on over to the Twitch chat for the next 10 minutes. Okay, get your vote in. We're going to get the poll up in a minute here. Lock in. Can we get 100 votes for the winner today? No excuses. We need all the people we can get to bounce back after yesterday's Mooshit squad rides. They got us bamboozled, man. Bamboozled. Batter timeouts. All right, Rizzo, can you just hurry up and strike out, man? You stink. Just do it. Only one guy in this lineup coming through for us right now, and it's not him. It's going to be Judge. You know it. I know it. We both know it.
This might be.
Come on. Keep fighting, Rizzo. Parlayed San Fran, first 5 team total under 1.5 with Scotty to win the Charles Schwab. Wow. Interesting. And we've got a strikeout. Thank you, Rizzo, for listening. You are ass cheeks, brother. Ass cheeks. You and DJ LeMahieu are the problem for that Yankee team.
Is LeMahieu, has he been playing all year?
I don't even know if he's active right now, to be honest with you.
I haven't heard that name all year.
He's hurt.
He's been hurt
He's been
the
hurt.
entire season.
He hasn't played a single game. You're right. Damn. Well, his bat speed was about that much of a baby's last season, so I don't really think it matters too much. Maybe that's a good thing for the Yankees. Hate to say it, too, because he was a fucking machine. Literally like his name. The machine. All right. Chat, let's lock in. We got end of 5 here. No more Yankees bangs. Bases cocked. 1 out. Blue balls. Let's move. Let's groove. Let's find a squad ride for tonight. Why not
Sure.
us?
Let's do
Dudes,
that.
run that shit. Let's lock. All right, Jovan. Here's the deal. I'm going to throw out some plays here that I'm in love with for today. Some of them are mine. Some of them are yours. Okay, honestly, I don't really have that many because 2 of mine are active right now. Definitely can put in the Athletics Rockies over 7.5 and Cubbies.
Cubbies starts in 20 minutes. It's probably not
You're
that
right.
one.
Good call. W's.
So from I'll tell you, I'll give you the framework here. We got 2 hours, Rockies A's, then night slate is Jays Tigers, Orioles, White Sox, hockey game, NBA game.
Chat, we could use some of your help today. Not many options.
We have-
Let me know what
we
you
have-
guys are in love with.
Pretty much 5 available games. Not pretty much. We do have
Okay.
5 available games.
Okay. Yeah, we can leave the athletics game out, guys. It starts up in like an hour and a half. I feel like we gotta give the people some time. Orioles minus 1.5. I don't know, Gootsy. I don't know, man. I don't hate it. I think we put the Oilers over in there. I think we talked through that
Okay.
one. We came to a conclusion. That's a weird one. I just got a weird. That's in my gut. If I needed a winner today, that's what I'm taking. As crazy
feel like you
as
had
that
some-
sounds.
I feel like when you have the Plums on the ice, it works out well when there's just a
Yeah.
play that's maybe other than the Canes, but that really doesn't count. But it's the random plums plays for Krabs pay.
Okay. Over 6? Or are we going 6.5 here? Let me see what the consensus is, chats. God. Seeing now 5.5s on FanDuel, but super juicy, and that could be an old line. They don't fucking update. Let's go 6. Almost all of them are at 6 right now. The lines are all over the place, though. Okay.
I see
Turner
more
Max says we need to
5.5s.
stay off the ice. You see some 5.5s?
I see more 5.5s right now than I do 6.
All right, I gotta pull up the updated thing then. Hold on.
It's not a number to play around too, because the 5.5 is huge.
Yeah, I am seeing a couple with super, super juicy overs.
I mean, your play,
You
your
want to just go
call.
6 minus 110?
Yeah, take your pick.
Okay. That's weird. Drum F, you better take them to court if they don't pull this one out. Offshore has 6 minus 110 both. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on about half of them. Let's go over 6. Okay, let's go over 6. What else, Jovan? Are you about to talk me into the fucking Pacers, man?
I mean, I have no issue with it, of course. Thing is, like, I think if you like the under, you don't like the Pacers. So you're kind of at odds there.
What about how much you like the Tigers?
I like the Tigers a decent bet. It's probably maybe my least favorite play on my card, but with what we have left, that's probably, I guess, my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, slim pickings today, folks. Checking splits. Checking them twice.
Rumors that we have a Will Benson AB with the bases cocked and no outs right now in Cincy.
Ooh. Okay. Sure. Damn, man. Tigers. I'll trust. I'll trust if you love them.
I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and lie that I love them. I like them.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We don't deal with liars in this house.
Yeah, got to keep it a buck.
All right. Well, shit. Are we taking the fucking O's minus 1.5? Goots, give me the O's report. Get up here. Get up here. Go, go, go.
I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I'm just that as me being non-biased. Yeah, fuck no, dude.
You know what? Let's put the A's over in there. Jovan, fuck it. It's an hour and a half out. Who cares? Let's put it in there. The OGs know. The OGs got the notice on. We don't got to worry about the others. All right. Let's take care of our people here and give them our best possible place. Barry Garcia nuke. Jesus. Adolis nuke. Jeez. Garcia. All right. I'm down to lock that in. Colorado, Oakland's over 7.5. If it wasn't probably our favorite play, we wouldn't be doing this, but we are.
Rise, you didn't put an WNBA play on your card today, Krabs.
Well, I'm actually looking as we speak, so hold your horses. I wouldn't count it out yet. A couple lines that were looking at me funny in the WNBA today would be Minnesota Lynx on the spread, a little sharp, playing against the undefeated Connecticut team. Also wouldn't mind that under. Phoenix against the Mystics is probably free. They're up from -5 to -7. The Mystics are that bad. It's unfortunate. They're 0-4 still. And then I wouldn't mind the over in the Liberty game. Liberty Bibberty.
Ooh.
Any of those?
I mean, I could be talked into it. Surely.
What about the under in the Lynx and Connecticut game? The total's down 2 points. We've seen plenty of points from the Lynx this entire season. Kind of weird to see the total moving down. Wouldn't mind putting that under in there. And Benson strikes out.
Not bad, man.
Mercury are a sound defense, and it's Natasha Cloud revenge game. Oh, is it? Look at Ryan Feltner earn runs chart on Prize Picks. Sure.
He doesn't even have a square up for earn runs.
It might be new. Yeah, he does
not. I don't think so.
He does not, folks. All right. Should we put in one more play, or are we just running these two? Little two-piece squad ride votes.
I don't know what else we have, Krabs.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the ice. We're conflicted on the ice.
No,
with
I
the
don't have a problem with
sides,
that
With the
over.
sides.
Oh,
No,
the
we
side.
have the over with the sides.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay. All right, let's do a two-piece. We'll let you guys vote. Deke this one out. There's only 5 games available anyways. All right, so lock in. Pick the right one. You get 2 options. Please don't fuck us. All right, lock in, chat. Pick the winner. Keep the blinders on. Don't take the fun play. Don't take the play that's just on the ice. Don't take the play that just starts up soon because you want to sweat it. Pick the play that you heard us talk about, that you are most confident that is coming through and cashing for the boys. It's that simple. All right, we got to go back to our roots with these squad ride votes and pick the nasty, no fun options instead of taking the most fun playoff games or the ones that are starting up soon. We have to lock in, okay? We got to go back to when we were picking nasty, fade the public, sharp, and taking and voting for the worst plays on the board because that's when we went on a run up 70 over 500 for the squad rides.
Ooh, wow. Heard a B say RBS angle. You hear that, Trent?
Ooh.
Barry
Who?
Bonds. Heard a B say. Goat.
Chat, couple things while we wrap this up. Surge stream right after this. Stick around. Pitch Trent to sell job of the century so he can tail. Okay. Number 2, if you missed TMA this morning with him and Trent on there, go back and rewatch on the YouTube. At least go drop a like for me, will ya? Number 3, we got a PLL vlog up on the YouTube right now. It got posted yesterday. It's not long. Give it a look. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, we went up to New York. We tried a good bagel. I played goalie against a PLL All-Star. That's all in there. Check it out. I'm not going to spoil
Krabs
anymore.
was Casey DeSmith in that, man.
I was showing heart.
It's not
Igor
a good
wishes.
thing. It's not a good thing,
Okay.
Krabs.
Well, Igor wishes he could do what I did in that performance. Chat, lock in. You get about 5 seconds left to get your squad ride vote in. It's looking like it's going to be the over on the diamond, and I got no problems with it. I don't care if this game starts up in 1 minute. It's our favorite play left. Let's lock it in. Let's be smart. I like the way this vote is going. Chat said, fuck the ice. We're not hitting on the ice. Let's go with the winner, the over in the Coliseum. W's. Okay?
Dogs.
Chat, stick with us. We got the Surge stream starting up right now. Do me a favor. Go check out the PLL vlog. We'll put the link in the chat. Okay? It should be in there right now. Let me take a peep. There it is. Boom. All right? Go check this out for me. Drop a like, please, before Surge stream starts up and pitch Trent the play of a lifetime. All right, let's close out the Yankees. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be seeing. Peace, guys.